What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel today. We are back with some Madden. I was gonna keep playing this game. I guess it's like my game. Tonight I'm trying to get to the Super Bowl. Well, I doubt that, but that's the goal. Hey, Christopher, welcome to the stream. Let me plus that. Thanks, Clap, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Bowden. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Still in the first quarter too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense back out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Bowden. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Bowden. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Touchdowns in the first half. It's pretty low.
And this will come out to the 25 as
I want to see game stats. Rushing is only 119 and passing 61. Wow.
Selects for the touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 21-0 our score after 1. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And fights through one man and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Okay, I can do it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown! That's caught. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And Bowden going to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want half.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Gronk. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Hey, the day's mine TV. Welcome.
Complete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
I'm like,
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games, sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Oh, a good-looking return setup
easy.
here.
Easy. Keep running. Keep running. Let's go.
He will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Or watching that again. I don't care. Oh. Wow.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Curtis Samuel and the
this is a
rest
blue
of the
light
offense heading
glasses.
back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Let's go.
And the
Let's
Giants
go.
have it. It's
Keep
picked
running.
up.
Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Let's go. Let's go.
Into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
You gotta probably remind
These
me
guys
a
have
little
punted
bit.
4 times already, and they're
I'll probably
staring
will
at a
forget
fifth,
that.
barring a conversion here on third down.
It's all right,
This
yeah.
one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As they'll
Why
start
just
with
waste all your
13
time at
seconds to play in half number one.
Waste their own like force now. Like for real.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. So we come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Barkley, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. 214 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
It does.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching...
I'm just double checking something.
A big hitter to start.
And thank you for that follow 11 minutes ago, Nick. I just saw that now. For some reason it didn't come up on the screen. So I don't believe they do that. But thank you for that follow.
Down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll drop the throw.
Oh my God, that guy's incomplete.
Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
That's fine.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
I believe he won this one.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game starts to open up as the game moves on.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 40.
If he didn't get that, that would be very sad.
47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
That's what I thought.
Now they'll switch it up here. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And
Just came past me.
Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And some space here.
Just watch that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
This is like
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest holds for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They're going to run it with...
Oh, I see. Game sets. Okay, now this is good. 398. 153 is a bit low, but total yards are 819. And my goal, actually, I did in total yards. I believe my biggest was a 1200, 1250 at least. Well, 1250, I believe it was. I'll try to get to... Yeah, I literally had the ball for 5 minutes and 12 seconds. I had it for 12. And only got 3 in the 2nd quarter.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it and get 2. You have some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
With 46 seconds is still a long time now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Gronkowski is too good. He's out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So
Now back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Gibson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They ain't getting a touchdown. They ain't getting a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
What did I say?
Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
17.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin
If the Lions
drive.
beat the Chargers.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
It means I can do this.
Now Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
I want to see this whole team follows me.
Exercise those fingers.
What I did. They are. I'm in there and done. Let's see if we can pass all of them.
And he'll lose
I want to see.
Second
and goal.
My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's what I see,
wow,
guys.
You're in a goal-to-goal situation. Where is he going? I get trying to make a play, but at some point, man, you just got to go down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Looking for Shepard deep. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble. And
I don't need to do anything.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
I don't care.
Washington will take control
140.
of the football.
Let them get a
great
fucking
field
touchdown.
position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken.
This was in real life.
That's why they're down so big.
Every Washington fan would not be here. All of them were left.
Down to the ground, incomplete.
2nd quarter, at
2nd
least.
and 10.
All of them will be gone. Big empty stadium.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Gee, really?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
That's fine.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's fine. And you
And
can
the throw
fucking
there
catch.
going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll look to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A big offensive the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.
this was first game. Dolphins only got 3. Oh yeah, and in this game, in my franchise game, in the Patriots have Tyreek Hill now. Yeah. Now we're facing the Eagles.
Today.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there on the scramble. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jones throwing on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now. following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, Barkley.
Oh, big hole left side.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That catch good for only a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The 20. 10, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he... The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But get call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. Look at this, middle of the field, a break breakaway. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's off.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guy. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Like that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the run, it's Barkley.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's
tonight. From Stadium in New Jersey.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This is Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
5. Barkley. Powering his way forward. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the back.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They keep it with Barkley on first down. They find some open field here. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a month. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. On first down, Barkley. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Jones.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And look at this, another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Half is won. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
245 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. There he goes again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
You have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of him. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one too low. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. A big play there out of the running game.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Barkley, a first down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Back to throw. Jones, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
There we go.
the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants,
They continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
and they'll
Alright, I'm going to end it here. And before we end it on Twitch, let's see. We can raid someone. So. Before. But we are going to raid someone on Twitch. Here we go, we are starting the raid. Well, everyone on YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't